get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Like with Net Hustle, big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Trap in the Box podcast,
sir.
episode 3, I believe.
Yes, sir. Maybe 4. I don't know.
He say 4. It's a debate. I believe it's 3. Whatever it was titled when y'all came here, that's what it is. We're going to figure it out. So I believe it's 3. We've been delayed a few weeks getting to it based on schedule coordination, but
everything is going well. So
Yeah.
all the haters, we here. Niggas is thinking, oh, y'all fell off already.
he told me somebody see your comments.
Yeah,
like,
man.
acting like it might not be what it is, what it is.
What happened to you and your homies? They didn't even say your name. What happened to y'all little show? Y'all fell out already? This where it get messy at. Y'all fell out already? If so, why?
Wow.
You messy like a female,
Let me
bro.
do something for that female real quick. Oh, no. That's funny. So on top of that, lady, you want to You know, when we first started doing this, only comments I saw in the comments that were less than positive were, all you had to do take for them to fall out. You know that.
Kicking it, bro. You know, summertime.
Life was scheduling.
That's it.
We still trapping in the box.
We didn't get into an argument off camera.
Nah, none of that. To the contrary, we've been trying to coordinate our schedules to get in here to keep some type of regularity going with what we developed. The Trap in the Box podcast. We still trapping in the box.
That's it,
We
man.
got SPI and my boy Trap News Network. Y'all already know what it is. East, West, South Central Connect.
Yeah, man. And if y'all pay attention, next week we got something positive for y'all. But this week we got Nola Wells.
Wow. And no, Nola Wells really for us to take our attention from local issues and to speak on Nola Wells. I think that's possible.
Yeah, man, because sometimes it's not about right or wrong, blood or crip. It's about being black. You know what I'm saying? And we get tied up in our local BS, but we black. And we are voices for our community, and our community ain't being treated too well right now.
That's deep because some people try to demonize us for being black in moments like these.
Right.
And I don't understand how we supposed to look at this through any other lenses other than the eyes of black people that are familiar with the history of black people in America, particularly in Mississippi. Are you familiar with the movie by the title Mississippi Burning?
Yep.
Are you familiar with the similarities with this Nola Wells situation and what the movie implies?
Yes, I am. And I ain't gonna bleed this thing, but I had a brief experience driving from LA to Atlanta. And I didn't know my first time doing my thing, I didn't know that you don't stop in Mississippi.
He does.
You don't do that. So I go to get some gas. It's a true story, right hand of God. My grandma's soul, God bless you. Long story short, I go in the gas station, I get some gas. Let me get the gas. I say, can I use the restroom? They say, we don't got a bathroom. The door is open behind the girl. And I said, no, I'm paying for gas. I'm spending money. She goes, no, we don't got a bathroom. I said, what's that right there? She goes, no, we don't got a bathroom.
Wow.
This is 2016.
And what state of year?
This is Mississippi, 2016. That's my experience in Mississippi.
Wow.
So I caught the hint. You feel me?
That's deep, yeah. And I believe that our dear brother Nola Ryan that ran up against similar energy in Mississippi.
Yeah.
But from what I could gather, Pink Crop, the social media community, certain things, it seemed like the feds of even the spirit of Mississippi burning come in, paying attention, a lot of discrepancies that start being brought forth to the light. There's a big debate whether this is a racial issue or just a teenager that lost his life under suspicious circumstances. Do you personally have a problem making this a racial issue?
No.
Explain to me why not.
It's only ever a problem, and you have to explain why it's a problem with race when it's black people.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, that's where I'll start off with. If this had been
Yeah, that Haitian, you know what? I think they kind of set themselves up in these moving forward with these situations, but how fast they put the Asian hate law in effect based on such few
niggas flip the switch.
Yeah. So when you show ability to do that for such I don't want to call it, I don't want to disrespect the experience.
But you see how you have to even be so careful about it right there? But we could just nigga all day. Nigga. Black people don't deserve this. Niggas don't deserve that. Typical this. You niggas ain't this. You niggas ain't that. But you got to tiptoe. That's my point right there.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's why I don't mind making it a racial issue.
I have to say I agree with the homie, man. We Trap in the Box. Don't get the title fucked up because his name is Trap or because the connotation of trap has something to do with negativity. We trapping ourselves in the box to come up with thoughts that challenge all of our intellectual soul. We would no longer be trapped in the box. Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I mean, look at it like this: how many black kids have to fall victim to white hands before it becomes a race issue? Because you taking it to gang banging, black on black crime, but blood killer crit. Now it's gang. All you did is
and the law gets involved, and typically, a lot of times more than not, the person involved for taking a life deals with justice.
But then look at it, even taking it with I forget the young dude in Texas who just got sentenced to all that time when he was defending
Carmelo Anthony.
and they packed him out.
Exactly. I saw the slow down footage.
And the kids was trained fighters, packing him out.
I truly indeed believe that Carmelo Anthony is going to receive some more justice other than what we saw. No way in the world he go out like that.
But how is that not a racial issue?
Oh, it's definitely a racial
So we
issue.
watching two things. And then there was another thing that you see it's floating around Instagram. It's a white family that saved a little black boy because his white friends were saying, oh, jump in the river and swim, jump. He's like, I can't swim. He keeps saying, I can't swim, I keep swimming. It's a white family on canoes paddling by. And the mom was like, hey, he said he can't swim. Like,
I hate that.
bro, the white family ended up putting a life vest on a little black boy, tied a rope to him, and like kind of pulling him on a canoe back to away from the crazy group of little white friends. And it's
You know where they were?
don't let me lie. Don't let me lie and say where, but I did enough traveling to know somewhere in the South.
Well, it's all been taking place in the South because Wells was in Mississippi. The story that you're trying to share took place in the South.
Carmelo Anthony in Texas.
Carmelo Anthony in Texas, but there's another young boy. His name runs for me right now. He was in Alabama, and he left with his white friends on the 4th of July.
I seen that.
Yeah. Lost his life, but it's a lot of tricky. And I've seen in the last 5, 6 to 10 years, there's been multiple black people found deceased in a lynched position, and they're calling it self-inflicted. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm gonna say this. It takes a certain, let's break it down to a mental level. It takes a certain level of thought process and emotional trauma to unalive yourself, period. So if you don't want to be here, how would you make this separate process of not being here? How it's fun. You mean to tell me that I had enough time? I'm so mad at me that I had time to go to Home Depot, buy a rope, go scout a tree, go find a location where nobody be coming past this tree to save me when I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tie a noose. I'm going to throw it up there. And then I'm going to do this to myself. And then for however long it takes me to be hung, I'm going to just lay there in agony when there's so many firearms readily available in 2026.
Right. And even suspectable methods of like swallowing things that were
pills. You just go to sleep and not wake up.
Makes a lot of sense.
So I'm going to go the absolute, I want to unalive myself. So I'm going to just go into the middle of the ocean and just drown. Why would I do that?
And then why don't we have more drowning instances?
Go jump off the bridge.
Comparison to these alleged lynching instances.
Nobody doing that.
And when lynching has such a historical connotation, we're still in America. I know you and I are not confused, but there's so many people who would seem like they would prefer to be confused as to what's going on as Americans.
It's not that they would prefer to be confused. Black people are not human in the eyes of Americans. So you feel me? So it's like this. I always look at it like black people in America are like animals on a farm. You feel me? Poor white Americans are dogs. You name your dog. You love your dog. You might not let your dog sleep in the bed, but the dog gets to at least sleep in the house where the rains are. You don't name that cow. Cow did it.
Yeah, you be thinking, yeah, that's how we ended up doing this. That's deep.
But I mean, you got to look at like, I got kids around that's going to come into these ages. Can you go to your white friend's house or a white church with your white friends? Nigga, hell no. No, that's out. And I even say this, they just went to San Jose with their whole Samoan Tongan football team. Polynesia. I wasn't there.
Cool, but they don't swear.
Not a problem. Because culturally speaking, Y'all don't do no weird shit.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
White people, culturally speaking, eat each other.
Mm.
White people, culturally speaking, shoot up schools. White people, culturally speaking, take over with hostile takeovers and smallpox and all that type of shit. White people, culture.
Patent office.
How to steal. Black people gave you inventions and white people taught you how to steal it.
Yeah, I can't claim the originator of that, but I heard that a long time ago. The white man has never invented nothing but the patent office, which benefits off what others invent. That's crazy.
So culturally speaking, no, it doesn't make sense. We don't live the same. If we live the same, let's be real about it. It's not about being racist. It's not about being prejudiced. It's about being honest. Let's just be 100% honest.
Salute to that.
When you go into an Asian person's house, more traditionally, you have to take your shoes off in any other culture. Yeah, black people might have adopted the culture, blah, blah. Niggas go take it back to Africa.
Nah, niggas don't adopt the culture. What niggas do is get light carpet.
Yeah, they take the shoes off. There you
go. Go ahead, though.
But in Asian culture, you walking into a public building, you're taking your shoes off. You're a bastard.
Right.
You're doing all this, and you're doing it without question. You feel me? You only question when it comes to niggas. Because think about it, you don't question when it comes to Africans. You will eat with your hands. You won't even question it. But when it comes to niggas, American blacks, niggas.
So when you say American blacks, do you have any position on the FDA versus Pan African versus whatever it is?
You want from here versus ones from over there?
Yeah, can you classify yourself? Are you familiar with the FDA movement is?
Yeah, I'm
from
the
your
Grand Rising niggas.
Well, no, FBA is basically people who consider themselves descendants of slaves in America, not necessarily Africans attached to. Do you take a position as far as lineage as to who you identify with in that regard?
Because I know niggas is petty, we all rooted in Africa. That is what it is. So we can just start there. All right, there you go. Y'all got it to all you extra woke niggas. There's the credit. Now to my actual opinion, I have the benefit of seeing family journals and documents. My family's from Texarkana. So small part that they're from, the streets is named after my family. So I've seen journals from my grandfather's great-grandfather. And then like that's family tradition is written, you know, they do their journal. My mom is doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it when I get 40. It's a thing that we do. You feel me?
And this is in what area?
Texarkana, Texas.
Okay.
But in one of the journals, it tell you the experience of seeing white people for the first time. It tell you, you know what I'm saying, of seeing people that's not from where they from, coming to where they from as far as other black people and all that stuff. So I know how to come over here and slave shit. Nothing against the niggas who did, but I'm a nigga who did.
That's one of the most personal testimonies I've heard to support some of the things I've heard people speak, such as Tyreek Nasheed and others. I've heard of the concept. This is one of the most first.
I touched it.
But you know, when I look at you as a black man and just your, you know, the texture of your hair, your pigmentation, yeah, you're black.
But I didn't come from no Africa. You could tell I didn't come from no African tribe. You could tell.
Or Nipsey did. So then I can see maybe you could have. But it's not that what they tried to sell us is the only option of black African image. You feel me?
But we have a lot of people giving out false information.
True.
So let's take Wack100 getting into it with the woke niggas. He said, "What? This is a quote.
Why did they accept him within their community?"
Because they said an uncle finesse.
It was that's how he got around Captain Tazariak and
Wack for between Wack and 607 on bullshit. No on one side and on the other side, they put all the pieces together.
To me, it seems like more of an indication that almost everybody's clout chasing than Wack penetrating over to some type of sacred. It's like these guys, like I don't understand why. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Wack made a statement. He said, "I know my family history. So and so was a slave, and he bought himself. It's his uncle, granddad, whomever was a slave, and they bought themselves out of slavery. Kudos to that. Glad that's for me. Glad that's for me. Also say, so yeah, clap me up for that. That's a beautiful thing. You did it. Well, you also said that's where your family history started. You stupid motherfucker. How your family history started as slavery? Well, then who had this? And then who had her? If your family started with the nigga who bought your family out of slavery, well, who the fuck was his mother?
You know, no, that was his attempt to assimilate with what he thought the concept of FBA was. He didn't quite know how to articulate it.
Boy,
That's what it was.
but I also will say this too. And again, false information, people will take a person like Wack and take him as truth and take him as, you know, everything he's saying is Bible and blah, blah, blah. It's a fact, it's a fact, it's a fact. You are listening to somebody who will tell you out of their own mouth. They went from the juvenile program into the adult penitentiary system, right or wrong, right? I remember, where the fuck is there a book in there? There's no education in there. Not saying you can't get the education in there, but
that's what
I'm
else
talking
he
about.
said about the experience that was totally untrue.
I didn't go to jail as a kid. What?
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
That's totally untrue. Let's do him again. Let's do it.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
Us two badass kids together.
That's what he's claiming.
Wait, so hold on, time out.
Yeah, come on now.
Let's think about this in geographics. Either you made it all the way as a kid to the point, and y'all didn't have buses like that then.
Oh, he said the juvenile side of the county. Listen to him. He's talking the county jail.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
How long he's been making these fairy tales, just creating. This is one of his very first interviews ever. And he was trying to tell a story that I have absolutely nothing to do with, but he's doing what we know he do. He's clout chasing.
Trying to add characters for validity.
Yes, and
so y'all go back to the juvenile side.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
Okay.
exact. It's a Google % untrue. So while everybody be allowing him to implicate himself into this scenario, that situation, and they question or, you know, they contemplate whether he's authentic, credible, or whatnot.
Now, I can
But like, me personally, through the whole experience, this is like something I just could never, ever, ever.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
Look how much confidence
he said it, like he believed it.
Well, here, look at this.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
So yeah, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, just to my point, this is the person who we're taking for. You have people who are outside of the Black culture watching an argument with whoever these dudes are that he's getting into these arguments with. He's saying these things, and it's just a big, loud, awkward display of ignorance.
But that's what the internet provides room for. When anyone who's not from anywhere that has the interest in, let's see what's going on over there, the internet provides for the loudest, most interested in being seen individual to actually substantiate himself as that.
Yeah, because he just goes and screams lies.
Yeah. And
This man just like just off common sense. The nigga just told you his family lineage start with the nigga who bought their family out of slavery. Who the hell was his mother?
Wait. Ain't that clear? Yeah. Wait. He said what?
He said that his family lineage starts with his uncle or whoever.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
What?
Starts with the man who bought their family out of slavery.
Do you believe that's why he had such a comfortable time being subservient to someone as disrespectful as what I'm going to? He has no problem. I just saw him. You mentioned the Black spiritual brother. My last memories of him with the Black spiritual brothers recently was him going up on one named Jabari.
That's who it was. That's what
Yeah, okay,
Jabari. That's what I'm talking. That's that same interview I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, God and all that.
That's the same interview where he say his family lineage start with the nigga who freed his family from slavery, whoever that person was in his family.
He told the man, the God ain't a sex plan. But we've all seen.
But he lets Adam tick.
That's my plan. How do we reconcile?
You know what though? But see, I'll take it even deeper. I don't think that it's that he will submit to power.
Oh, I definitely. Suge Knight, Big U, Spider Low, Wack100 from West Side Pirate.
He submits to power.
Yeah.
Anybody who has any kind of like, even all right, I'll give you the best example. My defining moment of knowing, oh, this nigga's a nobody, is that me. How old Wack gotta be? Let's
I'm 50, so he's 49.
Okay, let's just even number 50. You feel me? I'm 36. Even number, let's say 35. You feel me? You know, I always bring this up, that conversation where he got on the phone with me, and it was my people from their side.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
all them
I remember
guys,
those
and it was
days.
just me by myself, and I was going big. And didn't nobody tell me nothing because nobody's negating what I'm saying. They just don't want me to say their names on there on the internet.
Right.
You feel me?
Like
But
most T's don't want their name called up.
But me calling this nigga every name under the sun that was
Totally
channel demonetized was acceptable. And he would never in this same conversation open his mouth to disrespect me because you know it's a consequence for that. But there's no consequence for me talking to you crazy. Wack got into it with a while ago. He got into it with Deuce M's mate. Deuce M's a snitch. And then Deuce M started playing with his brother and his son. And it was like Deuce M's that had like a PT
Dookie Mafia.
and then okay, I forgot y'all had y'all shit.
Buster from Brent.
Yeah, that Deuce M's. Yeah, I forgot y'all had y'all shit.
Me and a girl best friend.
But you remember
Went down with him. Yeah.
You remember when Wack had they G homie as like his PTR or something? It was a real big argument that they had.
Okay. I may or may not.
But it was some shit that they had amongst each other. I say all that to say this. Deuce M's get disrespected by Wack. Wack disrespect Deuce M's. Deuce M's disrespect him back. Wack start crying because you can't handle the disrespect that's being issued. There's a third party moderator in this clubhouse conversation that's also a Damu. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's a moderator. And that's who's Wack is like, well, if you can adjust Deuce M's, I will take my part down. Because you know he always needs somebody to be on his side.
That's starting to feel real familiar,
So long story short,
you got my big homie up there. Yeah. That's the
same conversation.
Okay.
So same conversation. The nigga who's the moderator is basically like, yeah, Wack, we hear you, but you need to take our homie down. But Deuce M's, yeah, but we hear you, but you need to actually stop. I say all that to say this: you're not an actual valid, feared source amongst the real reputable street ninjas. You're a nobody. So you get upset because you only matter. Oh, and I'm the only person that's not a blood on this phone, and I'm talking to you like a dog on the street, calling you every 5-letter word I can think of. We can get out, we can blah, 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 and nobody's correcting it is because nobody will adjust how I'm talking to you. But the moment you get loud with me, they say, hey, well, you can get out with them because niggas know how.
They all never want that. But the internet is the place like we agree.
But it will
create players.
The internet is the perfect place for Wack100.
Create a player.
It's safe space.
That's what he is. Yeah, safe space. I've known him more. I mean, over there, everybody that
you've never seen him so aggressive in life till you got on the internet.
Never. You will never. Not with anybody who carries any type of reputation of being willing to defend honor or gangster shit or be about whatever go down. You'll never come around any of that type of person.
That's why he waited till Young and Hefe went to jail to start talking all this shit.
Wait, see?
This is what I'll say. I've been in a room with Wack. I've been in a room with Young and Hefe.
Me too.
If you have to put money on a physical altercation between the two, we are all putting our money on you.
I can't let you speak for me.
You think Wack could give Young and Hefe an issue with a face?
Hold on, honey. That's equals.
Oh man, nah.
Nigga that jump on the internet, run their mouth. And, you know, I never heard nobody say too much. He jumped on the internet, opened his little pie hole, his dick suckers to say, I got carjacked. Not only was that a lie, he went on to detailize that I got carjacked by the CV70s. So not only did he lie on me, he lied on the CV70s on camera, staring into the camera, putting it on 8 tray on gangsters and all that. It's an absolute lie. So I don't care if it's you, him, her. I have absolutely zero respect for a whole ass nigga like Auntie Hefe that will lie on the LOECC. Then he also lied and said his own eyes saw Spody face marked me out. I've never been carjacked or marked out. So whatever y'all infatuation, whatever impresses y'all about Auntie Hefe, I am fully informed he's a fraud, a liar, and I don't give a fuck about because he also lied and said Foley got stabbed when that wasn't true. He also lied and said was somebody from East Coast in the county jail they got vegetables shoved up their record, and that wasn't true. So if I happen to get involved in a conversation about Auntie Hefe that's not always factual, I don't give a fuck. Fuck up.
I mean, you have your understandable biases.
I mean, hey, I'm just going to treat a motherfucker like he has begged to be treated. It's not me personally that made the request to Auntie Hefe to correct the lies that he told on the East Coasters online. It's other comrades of mine that he had connections, establishments, and relationships with outside of me. G homies that he was cool with was like, cuz, you said niggas from East Coast got violated with some vegetables. We've been trying to find out who that is, where he at. Does he don't exist? Can you please go on there and clarify? And Auntie Hefe whole ass refused to clarify. He didn't mind going on there delivering bunk information about the East Side, evil East Coasters. So guess what? I have no concern about the quality of information I promote in association with this fat, black, illiterate, slow-hearted motherfucker that I did nothing but show love to. I opened all the doors I had available to me to him, wrote out all the blue carpet accessible to me to him. His slow-hearted ass decided to come on this internet and lie upon my keywayism. I've been to LOEC before he even thought about being popular. So I just don't understand. Oh my mama. Let's see what's already got going on in jail or not. Hey, it's on you, cop. I'm just trying to throw you out of you. I'm trying to when we come together, the team, I'm trying to spend up time on talking. I don't want to put too much weight on you. Hey, so because guess what, y'all? When it's trap in the box, just think the box is mine. When I got trap in it, we trap it in the box. I'm really cuz co-host. So moving forward, you're gonna see more of the responsibility of creating this segment on him.
I'm not mad. I'm not
Yes,
mad
it's gonna
because
be.
I'll say this too. There are a lot of people in this industry, in this universe that we're in, that you might fuck with, and I'll be like, oh, fuck that. And then somebody else probably be like,
Vice versa.
We've had these conversations. So
I think we both are.
collectively, we fuck with everybody. Independently, we don't.
we fuck with the experience and everybody that might matter. And I think we both will have to learn to make adjustments.
Yeah,
Some people you think I won't touch. I believe moving forward, if this goes the way we both envision it, I'd like to make some adjustments and vice versa in order to achieve our overall goal. And I think that's just what it is about growing as men. Concepts. I'm not gonna never bite my tongue on nothing I believe. So anything that I do in that nature, if it involves a conversation with a third party, it will be a serious, honest conversation.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Wait, back to my original point. You think that this nigga Wack will be on that half in the fight?
I like me thinking,
All jokes aside.
when you got two men anxious, nervous, mad, locking up. I don't know enough about Auntie or Nola Wells to say who I think will win. I don't know enough.
Based off the, I would say the equal amount of information I have on both. Because I didn't grow up in a sandbox with either one.
I can't take it because if I go by popular information about what I hear about one person, I would believe that Jesus did a lot of things I don't believe he did. So I can't go on it. I know what I can judge Auntie Hefe on, and I could judge Wack100 on. When it came to me personally, they chose to lie. And to gain credit, to make a point when it wasn't true, they both chose to lie. So our respect level for their authenticity is extremely low, close to non-existence, because I'm very familiar with what they're willing and capable of doing when it comes to being dishonest.
Well, look, if my bookie in Vegas, which one is my camera right here? If my bookie in Vegas is watching, I got my money on Young Game.
I ain't mad at that.
I got my money. If my bookie watching, put it on him. But what you think about these jail fades and these jail stories and all that kind of, I'm gonna let you go first. I got something to say about it.
Way back before it was real easy to understand. And Dr. Dre said, didn't know he had the 22 straight sitting behind his back, reach for his pockets. Then I heard 6 cat, hey, man, Crip and Ben stopped being niggas like Tookie. They little niggas to being Dr. Home, J-Box, Del Dog. They was little niggas. You hear me? So, it is what it is, bro. You can beat somebody up. Typically, that's based on either more experience, or more weight and more size. That's typically
Good footwork. That's part of experience, though.
Yeah.
Knowing to move your feet is a part of experience.
Yeah, but you're talking about a whole nother arena that you stepped in, and only a certain percentage of people
You
step in.
know about that shit.
Yeah, that's
it's
a
different
different
fight in that sense.
That's different. You
Mhm.
have to see that on gangbang level.
Yeah.
And typically, that's based on size,
And skill. Experience goes with skill, though.
experience develops skill.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be skill in the sense of technique, describable. You feel me? It'd be like, I know what to do for bigger nigga, but it won't be.
What you gonna do when he slam you against that bed and them bars and them desks, and it's a lot going on. Sweating right here, you gotta be mad. You gotta watch out for the sink, the sharp edge. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to consider in that field. It's a lot to be aware of and your attacker.
I know they tried to hate on 4X, just on, oh, he a grabber.
That's all you can do in that cell, bro.
But guess what? When J Hood came home, before I ever heard anything about grabbing, it was, he's a champ, he's a champ. But guess what he said? I heard him say,
I just fling you around.
thank you. So,
Well, we also know
is
that
grabbing good or bad?
it's only bad when it's the neighborhood crips or anything rich rolling associated when it comes to the internet space. It's always a heavier politic or hypocrisy when it comes to that particular group.
Oh, my.
Because
That's why it's TMC too, if y'all didn't know. The marathon continues.
so, because if you, for example, oh, well, all 4X should do is grab. J Hood comes in and tells you, well,
And nobody
mentions
mentions
anything. The only difference is one affiliates with one group, the other one doesn't. And no, J Hood's community doesn't necessarily beef with, but you hang around with niggas. Right. You feel me? So, whatever. And that's where the bias comes in at. My thing about the jail phase is, day room phase is one thing. We got to pay attention to what's going on. Wayside phase, where they making a ring for you to move the bed, that's different. Oh, that's bread and butter. You could dance. You feel me? You could bob, you could weave, you can kick, you can move your feet. And that cell, you in that dungeon, nigga, you better know how to grapple. Niggas say, you better know how to grapple, my nigga. And niggas can say whatever they want to say about me. I've lost fights in jail, for sure. But I ain't never stayed in the cell because I can grapple. If we get to doing all this, I got some fat ass. Niggas make fun of it. Niggas say whatever, but it saved my life. And more times than not.
Yeah.
You have to,
It's crazy.
know how
What
to
do you
grapple,
think?
my nigga.
Because in that cell, no matter where
You're going to end up on a nigga.
it's nothing but iron. Everything got an iron concrete. So
And
it's-
noodles.
the most soft and engaging elements is the person you going up against. Knuckles, everything is softer than what he could push you up against,
That's it.
run your head against.
And it's so me being 165 pounds, I ain't me. I'm at my biggest right now. Nigga, you gonna pick me up, you gonna scoop me, you gonna slam me into
So
it.
at that weight, what was the height range?
Oh, nigga, I gotta fight the niggas 200 because nobody.
How tall were you?
I'm still 6'3".
6'3" with the reach. So
I'm going 200. I'm going 200.
you still had advantage that if you were wide, you know how to use to. He might be heavier.
In the cell, that shit don't matter.
Shit,
Man,
if you got the speed to keep hitting the nigga, you got all this reach.
man, they big bull rush my skinny ass fool, but that's what if
you could time him,
yeah, you can tap him. Yeah, you can tap him.
what the fact that Baby Bray's name is survived while his peers, and you see his build.
I wouldn't doubt that nigga could grapple like a motherfucker.
Baby Bray's got a timing. He got a timing. It got to be a time. That's my guess.
Look,
It gotta
Baby
be a
Brace,
time.
you see this? I think that this nigga's a hell of a grappler, bro. I think Baby Brace know how to wrestle because you've been snatched up too many times and I know how to.
I know because I'm not the biggest, I'm not the smallest. There's a lot that I'm longer than,
Right.
quite a few I'm shorter than, but there's more that I'm longer than I'm shorter than.
Right.
This is your best advantage of the squad, bro. So look at Bray's statue and try to judge what his general peers say. He's,
We about the same.
bro, I'm telling you that just think, because typically the jab people who
That's my bread and butter. But I'm saying in the open day room floor, I got more respect. This is what I'm looking. Okay, so I also consider this.
if you get a nigga with stiff one, you
But-
gonna follow up with it.
So look, you throw this and then you fuck around and miss in that cell, you're fucked.
Yeah, in a cell, yeah.
You're fucked.
No, because anywhere you go. But
You got to lead straight down the middle of the cell.
But that's why I think slim, strong nigga that know how to tuck it, and put it where it's supposed to be.
Nigga, in a cell, it's gonna sound fucked up. I'm depending on you to try to muscle me. I'm gonna choke the shit out your ass.
Yeah,
Because I'm depending on you to put that stupid ass head down.
you say that, but
But I mean, it's always a plan to get something.
but Boskoe did not go to sleep.
I mean, he got a collarbone, bro.
You wasn't broken.
It is broken. You ain't seen Bosco on the internet since.
Boskoe
And now that we're on the topic, real quick, and since we're on the topic, collarbone is broken. That's a fact.
Boskoe.
Put the camera on both of us. No, keep the camera on both of us.
I gotta have Boskoe, my own personal moment.
That's your handicap, homie?
It's my partner.
Oh, okay, good. I'm sorry to hear that.
Have you suffered an actual injury
At the hands of
physical contact? I never heard that. It's brand new.
That nigga.
And I am hard to convince of that at this moment. I'm just keeping it cool. That's just crazy.
About time
He was on camera calling out a rear choke, but he didn't seem choke. You seem to have the advantage at the moment.
Yeah, I could have put him to sleep.
But you was calling out something I heard like Dana White say, and then it seemed like he was really, you didn't complete that move.
No, I didn't. But did you hear the interview with me and Nick, 1111, who was there? I looked at Nick and I said, "Don't worry, Nick, I ain't gonna kill this nigga." So in the middle of me yoking him up, I look at the nigga whose facility it is and I say, "Don't worry, Nick, I ain't gonna kill this nigga."
Somebody accused you of editing some audio in after the fact. There ain't truth to that.
Bosco dropped the video, not me.
I didn't see that. This is because look, this is the complexity.
If you drop the video, can I
Both of you guys were extremely, listen, but both of you guys were extremely confident in this. But wait, no. This is how you guys both fucked the pup up. No matter who was right,
let's turn this to this.
no matter who was right, no matter who was right, you guys both were equally as confident in it.
So let's fuck
footage.
So fuck the footage. Mass in 22 got a boxing match coming up. You seen that?
No, but
They waiting on.
Is it any raw for you?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if this nigga sober enough to answer.
God bless.
Let's see if he's sober enough to answer.
Yeah. I hope he is.
He might be on slave shit. No, I don't think he's on slave shit right now.
Probably on that pookie
Yeah,
block.
he might be on some other. Yeah, he might be.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Let me see.
I'm gonna try. Just because you I'm gonna try to get there.
I don't got no working relationship with Adam, otherwise I'll call him.
Well, Adam is he allowed others to decide where he's gonna land. I've never done that, Adam, but he don't know how to think for himself.
Your call has been forwarded.
That nigga Les got you blocked.
Did your phone? Your shit rang, huh?
Yeah. That nigga blocked your ass.
Tell him.
That nigga blocked your ass. That nigga Les said, "Fuck you."
Like I couldn't believe you would even have me.
So you're trying
Let me
to
call him one more time because I'm getting.
See if your shit ring. Yeah, he off for the shit.
He said he fucking did. But man, my nigga, Bosco's a victim. That nigga came into the end. I'm just keeping the tradition going. That's it. I just set that standard.
I know like came to the internet.
Nah, here.
Fuck you.
That's like doing this thing.
Caught on camera.
But nah, man.
No, your shit right. My shit ain't right. He pushed me. I'm gonna let you know because he know Bishop Lamont. No, not Bishop Lamont. Bishop God. That should be cut.
There you go.
Me answer. The fuck wrong? No, this ain't rich. Spider motherfucking low. What's happening? You've seen me call it your fuck.
Let's fight back.
We live. We not live. It's pre-recorded.
We pre-recorded, but let's fight back.
We're doing a podcast, but we pre-recorded. It ain't live.
I did call you for some bullshit.
Your name came up extremely organically, but you just got caught on camera picking wrist trapper on with me, homie. Yeah, we both blew you up for about 30 seconds, and his shit rang on camera every time, and my shit kept going to voicemail. What the fuck is that?
Okay, that's a good thing.
Save it.
Hey, Les, you single now? You got 2
But look, my phone is set up the same way, and I'm gonna accept that. But you have no excuse not. You have no excuse not to have me say after you came to the spook count and we talked after that. Like we had made an understanding. That's the same number. Lock me in. But we in the midst of a podcast. I forget why you came up. I'm gonna let Rich Trapper get back to bringing you into relevancy. Shout out to you though.
Hey, my man Lush, how you feeling, fool? Can you hear me? Lush. Can you hear me? All right, so look, man, we was over here talking about y'all boxing events y'all got coming up. When is that? 29th of August. So let's just call it Powered by No Jump.
Yeah, you can say.
Okay, and
They're the ones paying for it.
so I saw that you have to post up. Are you
It's like league.
who's that? Who's at the background? Okay, shout out Aries.
He ain't got no boards.
But look, you hosting,
Yeah.
and I thought that I saw something about y'all looking for openers for the fight with the Doughboy and Spody Face, right? Damn, wouldn't you love to see me beat? That'd be fire, right? And then Boskoe said that he wanted to do an MMA fight anyway, right? Ain't that he always pushing? I would love to kick Boskoe in the face. I would love to kick Boskoe in the face.
Yeah.
No, my business is finished. He's the only one with the problem. No, I'm good. His collarbone is broken. I'm good. The only ones who want revenge is the ones who lost.
When it comes down to it, I don't think you ain't no smoke at it. He needs that. You gonna look around the promise.
So since we on TrapNdaBox, we got Lush here. This is my official bid to put my name in a hat to go up with Boskoe. I don't care about somebody else coming up. Well, he doesn't want to, but what about him? Here's my one and only opportunity to get Boskoe so he deserves. Lush, I'm hoping that you can do your part and we can figure it out.
Pick it up shortly on the I'm gonna be out the show what she needs.
Oh, that's the perfect person to bring that up.
Hey, Lush, when you coming to the Black Box, homie? It ain't no y'all. The Black Box is owned by Spider Low. Personally, fuck this moment. Just think about all our moments of communication, bro. When you coming to the Black Box, homie? Well, I'm gonna tap in. If I don't, I'm gonna text you. I just hit you on this number. I'm gonna text you as soon as we wrap up, and we'll pick up from there.
Yeah, man. And look, man, tap in with the powers that be, and we can do it one time for the culture, man. Please beat the fuck out of Boskoe.
TrapNdaBox. What's that? My boy Rich Trapper called out Boskoe.
Just
Boskoe,
one
no.
thing to win a fight, I will whoop the shit out of Boskoe.
I don't know if Boskoe is still even trying to be involved.
I would hope not. I would hope.
But right here on the Black Box, on TrapNdaBox podcast, I believe it's episode 3. It's controversial right now. Maybe 4. I believe
I want to
it's 3.
discuss community service. Not a special child.
I don't know, but let these people know what you gonna be up to until we get to our next episode.
Hey, man. You know what, man? I'm just making it work, man. Just making it work. Trap News Network is always in effect, doing what we doing, living how we living. It's never a dull moment with Trap News Network. You feel me?
And if you ain't elsewhere, they can find you right here. Where?
TrapNdaBox, man. It's always that.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. You know, get you a couple $, man. You're gonna feel different.
Like for that hustling. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.